Today's video is sponsored by Minimal Case. Now, with the release of the new Samsung S20 lineup, you want to make sure that your pricey investment is protected, but you don't want to add a lot of bulk and take away from that beautiful design. And that's where Minimal Case comes in. They have cases available in a bunch of different colors, but they keep everything very simple. You can get things like a matte black, frosted white, and even my favorite, which is the transparency case, where it looks like you don't even have a case on your phone at all. And that's the case that I use on my iPhone 11 Pro Max, and it keeps it protected from everyday use of sitting the phone on rough surfaces and then pulling it in and out of my pocket. Now, if you are interested in checking out the Minimal Cases, just head on over to minimalcase.com, where you're going to use the code Gamesky to get 25% off. And I'll have a link in the description that if you go ahead and follow it, it will automatically apply that discount. And again, I'd like to thank Minimal Case for sponsoring today's video. Alright guys, so today we're going to check out a brand new pair of truly wireless earbuds that has active noise canceling, some pretty nice features, and comes in at $139. And the pair we're going to check out is the Aukey T18NC. Now, I first saw these when I went to CES in January, and I've been excited to get my hands on these. And now that I've had them and I've been able to test them and try them at home, I can say that you probably want to get excited about checking these out too. But let's go ahead and check out some of the features and what it is you get inside the box. Now, the first thing that I want to point out is these do have Bluetooth 5.0, and they have AAC and SBC playback. So you're getting some of the best Bluetooth quality right out of the box. Now, as far as the IP rating, they're actually IPX5, which is pretty impressive considering all of the other noise canceling earbuds that I've tried don't get any higher than IPX4. So you're getting a little bit more security when it comes to using them out and about and not having to worry about them. But definitely make sure you don't submerge these into water. Now, when it comes to what you get in the box, you do get the usual small, medium, and large silicone ear tips, and I'm happy to say that the charging cable is a USB-C cable. And on top of that, the charging case is also a Qi wireless charging case, so you can come in and drop it on a Qi wireless charger and it will start charging. But speaking of charging, the battery life is also very impressive, because on the earbuds individually, you're going to get around 7 hours with around 24 hours total using the case. Now, if you do happen to pick them up and they are dead, a quick 10-minute charge will get you 2 hours worth of use. And so now moving over to the charging case, this is a very interesting case. First, it kind of looks like a hockey puck. Now, on the side, you have your USB-C input for charging. You have a single button that will put these into pairing mode, which you can tell with the single indicator light above that. And then it has kind of a sliding door on the top that you have to open to access the earbuds. Now, inside, you can see 4 indicator lights so that you can gauge how much battery is on the case itself. So then when you remove the earbuds, this is where you can tell these have a stem style design. These do utilize touch controls. Now, they do control everything but the volume. Now, that is something I would have liked to have seen differently on these, because I do prefer to have all of my controls on the earbuds themselves. Now, as far as the noise canceling goes, you can also change that by simply pressing and holding for 1 second on the earbud. It basically has noise canceling on or noise canceling off. There's no other modes outside of that. There's not an awareness or an ambient mode, which I also would have liked to have seen on here, but the noise canceling does a really good job. I would say that it blocks out about 70% of my surroundings. Now, I don't think that this is on the same noise canceling level as the Sony WF-1000XM3s, but these are also $90 cheaper. Now, one thing that I do want to point out about the noise canceling, even though I feel it does a very good job of blocking out my outside surroundings, if you are in a very windy environment, the mics seem to pick that up. So you're going to hear some kind of wind noise. It's not overly powerful or it's not bad or anything like that. It's just something that I happen to notice with these. Now, when it comes to using these individually, you'll be happy to know that you can use either the left or the right. And then they also have dual mics on each earbud, which is basically doing a great job of focusing in on your voice and blocking out your surroundings. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test using the Aukey T18NCs. I think these do a very good job of picking up my voice, but this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here is a mic test with a crowd noise being played in the background, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now comes the exciting part. I'm not even gonna hide this. These have some of the best sound I've heard on any pair of truly wireless earbuds. Now it is definitely not a flat sound signature. This is very dynamic. It's very robust. The bass is extremely tight and punchy. It is in your face. You're gonna hear and feel every bass note, but the mids still have a really nice natural presence. It's not as forward as the bass or the treble is, because the treble is also tuned up to where some people might think that it can be too bright. But I love the detail that it picks up, especially in comparison to having that really thick thumping bass. Just sound signature wise, it is tuned up, it is extremely nice to listen to, and it works with all genres. I didn't feel like it fell back when listening to softer genres. I didn't feel like it got congested when listening to metal or genres that just have a lot going on. And then obviously with pop and hip hop, it just excelled at, because this sound signature is tuned for that. Now when it comes to the Soundstage and the sound imaging, these are not the widest I've heard. They definitely still feel like you're in a large room. There is still airiness in the sound, even though having that dynamic feel, when normally having a dynamic sound usually just feels like two club speakers right in your face. There is still a lot of openness to these, and the detail to instruments and the separation in instruments is done extremely well. Overall, sound wise, these are some of the best you're gonna hear. Now, I do still have some cons with these. I am not a fan of the stem style design. I would have preferred to have these just be a normal pair of truly wireless earbuds. And I don't like the fact that there's not an app for these, because if there were an app, it would have been something that maybe later in an update they could have added volume control. But outside of that, the $139 price tag makes these extremely enticing, especially considering you're getting noise canceling and you're getting sound that is pretty much unrivaled without having to spend $200 to $300. But guys, that's my video on the brand new Aukey T18NCs. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.